Okay. Before other student join the session, let's discuss the question number 20 that I told you to solve it by your own and send me the answer of it. But unfortunately, I'm not getting the answer from a single student. Why why this is so? Yes. Okay. Now see the question there in front of you. Okay. So select the wrong statement. In oomycetes, female gamete is smaller and motile, while the male gamete is larger and non-motile. Second statement, Chlamydomonas exhibits both isogamy and anisogamy, and pupils show oogamy. Third, isogametes are smaller in structure, function, and behavior. And last one, anisogametes differ in structure, function, and behavior. So tell me what is oogametes? First of all, according to the Siddesh, the answer is A. What is oomycetes? Yes, what is oomycetes? What is the alternative name for oomycetes? Okay, Shweta. So tell me what is oomycetes? Okay, algae. So oomycetes, the other name is for the oogamous condition. Okay, oogamous condition, the organism which are having a oogamous condition. So here the statement is female gamete is smaller and motile, while the male gamete is larger and non-motile. See the second statement. Chlamydomonas exhibits both isogamy and anisogamy, and pupils show oogamy. So here three different words are there: isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy. So what is isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy? Yes, what is isogamy, anisogamy, and oogamy? Yes, I want the answer from you. Let me see how many students are there. Okay. Yes, Mohajam. What is isogamy and what is anisogamy? Okay, it is related with the reproduction. Isogamous condition, anisogamous condition, oogamous condition means what? The statement B it is correct. Laminomenas exhibits isogamy and anisogamy. Right. Right, Sumaya. What is anisogamous? Gametes are same. Both male and female gametes, they look same. Okay. By the structural appearance. What is anisogamy? Right. Gametes are dissimilar in size, and oogamous means the gametes they are totally different, right? Okay. So the second statement is correct. Now third one, isogametes are similar in structure, function, and behavior. Is it correct? Isogametes are similar in structure, function, and behavior. It is also correct. Unisogametes differ either in structure, function, and behavior, right? So here the wrong statement in Oomycetes, female gamete is smaller and motile, while the male gamete is larger and non-motile. Who will correct the statement? What will be the correct statement for this? Right, Shweta. Male gamete is smaller and motile, means it is moving, while the female gametes are larger, but they are non-motile. So the answer of this question is option A only. Now moving to the next question, question number 21. It is again simple. Isogamous condition with non-flagellated gamete is found in. Okay, option D. Isogamous condition with non-flagellated gametes found in. I want the answer from everyone. Rest of the member, kindly send me your answer. Okay, D. That is a Spirogyra, isogamous condition with non-flagellated gametes. Rest of the member, okay, both gametes are non-motile, right? So the answer of your question is absolutely correct. Okay. So see, four options are there in front of you, out of which you know that Spirogyra is a non-flagellate. So which of the following algae is there which shows the flagellated gamete? Which are with the flagella, right? Option C means Chlamydomonas. It shows the flagellated gamete, right? It shows the flagellated gametes, but they are not isogamous, they are unisogamous. What about volvox and fucus? In volvox and fucus, non-motile female gametes are there. The male gametes are motile, but they are oogamous, right? They are oogamous, they are not isogamous. In case of volvox and fucus, the male gametes are oogamous, not a isogamous. So the correct answer for this question, isogamous condition with non-flagellated gametes are found in. So it is Chlamydomonas. The students who are there in grade 11, means the new batch. What do you mean by flagella? Flagellated structure and non-flagellated structure. What do you mean by these two words? I want the answer from batch 2022. Yes. Answer from batch 2022. What is meaning of flagella? Flagellated structure and non-flagellated structure means what? Yes. Okay, am I audible to you? What is flagella and what is flagell? Flagella and non-flagellated structure means? Okay, the student from grade 12, batch 2021. Okay, then what is meaning of flagella? It is used for what? So it is useful for the purpose of locomotion. Right, right, Abdul. It is used for the locomotion. So the student from grade 11 means grade 12 batch 2022 kindly write the meaning of it. This is the last question for this topic. In the next week we are discussing the next topic. Okay. Now moving to the next question. Right, Aditya. Moving to the next question. See, the question is there in front of you. Question 22. Syngamy can occur outside the body of an organism in. Syngamy can occur outside the body of the organism in mosses, algae, ferns, fungi. Okay. Option A, rest of the members. Okay. But Siddesh, I will explain you the term syngamy. Grade 12th batch 2021. Tell me the answer as early as fast because grade 11, 12th 2022 batch might be they don't know about the word syngamy. Okay. B, C. Right? Rest of the student. Abdul, what is your answer? Bhakti. Okay, grade 12th student, tell me what is syngamy. It is related with the angiospermic plant. If you know the concept double fertilization, I'm talking to the student who are there in 2021 batch, right? Right, Shweta, it is the fertilization, but which fertilization is said to be a syngamy? Yes, which fertilization is said to be a syngamy? Might be you know about the concept double fertilization. Okay, grade 12th student, do you know about the double fertilization, the characteristic feature of angiosperm? First of all, tell me what is a double fertilization? Yes, double fertilization, fusion of two cell. Is it a fusion of two different cell, Sumaya? Okay, female gamete. Right, Bhakti. Absolutely correct, Bhakti. Okay, so let me tell you what is the syngamy first. Syngamy is the complete and permanent fusion of male and female gamete. So what is syngamy? The fusion of male and female gamete to give the zygote is said to be a syngamy. Okay, so syngamy can occur outside the body of organism in. So which organism it is there in which the syngamy is occurred outside the body? Okay, fun. So give me the example of the organisms which shows the syngamy inside the body. Yes. Have you all read the content? Okay. Have you all read the content, the topic? Okay. If you know the content, if you read the content, then the question is very easy, right? The question is very easy. See, syngamy can occur outside, means in which organism the external fertilization is observed. In which organism the external fertilization is observed? Mosses, algae, ferns, and fungi. Siddesh, right now you are getting the meaning of syngamy, but see, Aditya, it is not correct. Syngamy can occur outside the body of an organism in external fertilization, external syngamy is observed in. नेट पे देखा होगा, फिर भी the answer is wrong. The fern, the answer is wrong. Yes, external fertilization, external syngamy. See the sentence, see the question. Syngamy can occur outside the body. Means external syngamy or external fertilization can be occurred in which organism? Mosses means bryophyte, algae means thallophyte, ferns means pteridophyte, and fungi. Which group is showing the syngamy that occur outside the body? The question option C is wrong. Fern is wrong. In fern, it is not outside, it is internal. Fungi, again in case of fungi, it is wrong. Right, Abdul? Absolutely correct, Abdul. So in case of a thallophyte, thallophytes means what, Siddesh? Pratiksha, Darshan, right, algae. So in case of a algae, syngamy occur outside the body of an organism. So it is an external fertilization, or in case of pteridophyte, it takes place in water. See, it's a external, not internal. Okay, I'm asking about the external. In case of moss also, the fertilization is taking place in water, right? In algae also, the fertilization is taking place in water. In ferns also, the fertilization is taking place in water. And in fungi, it requires a moist condition, means little bit the same condition it is there. So it's not about the where the fertilization is taking place. Here, it is taking place outside the body. Might be you know about the term conjugation. Okay. Do you know about the conjugation, the mode of sexual reproduction in algae? What exactly you know about the conjugation in algae? Yes. What exactly you know about the conjugation in algae? Here you got your answer. In that word, the answer it is there. Syngamy and conjugation. Is it related with the sexual reproduction, Shweta? Yes, Sumaya. Is it related with the sexual reproduction? Right. Transfer of genetic material means what? See, conjugation, algae also reproduces by the conjugation. Spirogyra, how it is reproducing? Spirogyra is reproducing through syngamy or conjugation. Meaning, समझते again, syngamy can occur outside the body of an organism. The answer is a thallophyte, algae. Means the fusion of gamete, it is taking place outside the body, not inside. Shweta, Siddesh, all of you getting the answer of it. Abdul, Bhakti, all of you getting the answer of it, getting the meaning of it. Okay, we'll move for the next question. If doubt is there, you may ask me after the session. Now see question number 23. Again, it is very simple. Okay, again, it is very simple. You have to find out the wrong statement among the following. Okay, so see the first, Spirogyra. Spirogyra having a motile gametes. Second one, Sargassum. It's algae. Presence of chlorophyll. Then Basidiomycetes belonging to fungi. Puff balls. That is the example. And nostoc, it's a water bloom. So one characteristic of a different group it is given. So which one it is wrongly matched? I don't want just answer. Tell me why the statement is wrong. What is the correct statement then? Okay, Shweta. Along with that, you have to explain me why the first statement is wrong. Okay. Okay, Siddesh. Right. It is non-flagellated means it is non-motile. In the previous question only we discussed it that Spirogyra showing a non-flagellated structure means the spores which are non-motile. As the flagella is not there, the mode of reproduction in them is the conjugation. Right? We discussed in the previous question only the mode of reproduction in them is the conjugation. Now tell me about the sargassum. Sargassum is algae, fungi, bryophyte or pteridophyte. What is exactly sargassum? And it is belonging to which group? Tell me about the sargassum. What is sargassum? Right, it is the algae. So depending upon the photosynthetic pigment, algae is divided into which group? There are three types: green algae, red algae, brown algae. So it is divided into which group? Absolutely correct, is algae. Right, it's a Phaeophyte as it shows a brown color pigment. So sargassum, it shows a chlorophyll pigment, photosynthetic pigment, that is chlorophyll A and C is present in it. Okay, tell me about Basidiomycetes. Basidiomycetes, right, Aditya? It's a brown algae. Sargassum is a brown algae. Right, Basidiomycetes is it's a fungus. It produces the basidiospores. That's why the name Basidiomycetes it is given to it. Okay, it produces a special kind of spores. That spores it looks like a puff, means a rounded structure. That's why it is said to be a puff balls. For example, Lycoperdon, that is one example of it. And last one, nostoc. So nostoc is included in the blue-green algae, right? It is a cyanobacterium. This cyanobacterium is mostly used in the rice field. Can anyone tell me about it? Why it is said to be a, or why it is used in the rice field? Yes, why it is used in the rice field? Why it is used in the rice field? Why nostoc cyanobacteria? Yes, it fixes the atmospheric nitrogen. So whatever the nitrogen it is fixed by them, the rice plant it gets it. So that is said to be a water bloom. Okay. So is this question is clear? Okay, moving to the next question. See, the plant body is thalloid in. The next question, the plant body is thalloid in. First, what is meaning of thalloid? The first session only, I explain you about the thalloid. Thali, thalloid means what? The plant body is thalloid in. Right, absolutely correct. It's a flat, completely flat, thali-like structure. That is a thalloid body. So the plant body is thalloid in. Okay, I got the answer from Siddesh. Rest of the member, what will be your answer? Right, bryophyte. In case of a bryophyte. But in the options, sphagnum is a bryophytic plant. Mertensia is also bryophyte. Funaria is also bryophyte. Only Salvinia is there. Salvinia is a pteridophytic plant. Rest of the members, kindly share your answers. Yes. What is the answer for this question? Shweta, Rosa, Sumaya, Bhakti, Abdul. Okay. Darshan, Pratiksha, Sakshi, Aditya, Muazzam. Okay, Shweta. I got the answer from Shweta and Siddesh. Only these 2 to 3 students are there. They are actively participating. What about you, Muazzam, Pratiksha? Are you there? Muazzam, Pratiksha, Darshan. Okay, Aditya. Okay, so what will be your answer for this question? The plant body is thalloidine. Okay, Muazzam and Aditya. So the correct answer for this question is a Mertensia, right? So will you please explain me why the answer is not sphagnum? So how the body is there in the sphagnum? Already we discussed one question where the answer of that question is a sphagnum, that is a pit moss, right? A brown color humus like structure which is developed or formed after the decaying of, means it's not completely decayed, decaying of the substance, that is a sphagnum. So pit moss is due to the sphagnum. So how sphagnum body is there? This sphagnum and funaria. These two groups are there. They are belonging to bryophyte. Our answer is a Mertensia. It is also bryophyte. In this case, the thallus means plant body and thalloid means completely flat. Okay. The body in case of algae, fungi, they are said to be a thallus. Okay. जसं आपण आपल्या बॉडीला बॉडी म्हणतो. Okay. Human body. तसं the body in case of algae and in case of bryophyte as well as fungi, they are said to be a thallus. And thalloid means complete flat structure. Okay. Getting the difference? So tell me how the body of sphagnum and funaria are there. They are the bryophytic plant. So sphagnum and funaria, they are included in the moss. Do you know moss? Moss is what? It's a spongy structure. That moss, they having a leafy like structure. So their body is symmetrical, right? You may write the content as a note. Sphagnum and funaria, these are included in the group moss. So they are producing a leaf like structure at the maturity. So their bodies are radially symmetrical. So they are not complete a thalloid structure. So these two options are wrong. As I already told you, Salvinia. Salvinia is included in the group Pteridophyta. So in this case, Salvinia, see, it's an aquatic plant, aquatic pteridophyte. It produces true leaves, stem, and roots. Okay, as true leaves, stem, and roots are present in them, they are not again completely flat. Only in case of Mertensia, Mertensia is a liverwort. Okay, Mertensia is a liverwort. तुम्ही क्लासमध्ये हे दोन पॉइंट स्टडी केलेले आहेत, liverworts and hornworts. So Funaria, sphagnum, they are the hornworts, means they are moss, while Mertensia is a liverwort. Liverwort means a liver-like structure completely flat structure. That's why the correct answer of this question is option C. Getting it? All of you getting the answer of it? Shall I move to the next question? Okay. Now see the next question. Cycus and adiantum resembles each other in having. Cycus and adiantum, these are resembles with each other in having seeds, motile sperms, cambium, and vessel. Yes. Adiantum is the name of plant. Okay, cycus and adiantum, these are the two names of plant. Resembles means similarity. So cycus and adiantum, these are belonging to two different groups. Cycus is a gymnospermic plant, right? And adiantum is a pteridophytic plant. Okay, so they are belonging to pteridophytes, and cycus is belonging to gymnosperm. So gymnosperm and pteridophyte, they are resembles each other in having. So which is the common similarity between pteridophyte and gymnosperm? So are they having seeds, motile sperms, cambium, and vessel? Okay, option B. The rest of the members, right? Seeds are absent. So the first option is wrong. In case of a cycus, in case of a gymnosperm, the naked seeds are present, but in case of a pteridophyte, seeds are not present. So the first option is wrong, right? Now you are having three options. See, just check once the character. Yes, vessels are also absent. Okay, vessels is also absent in pteridophyte, even in cycus. In both the organisms, it is absent. Cambium. Okay, so what is cambium? Might be you know about the xylem and phloem, right? Might be you know about xylem and phloem. So suppose, see, this is any part or any tissue. So at the center, if it represented by X, it's the xylem. Xylem surrounded by the layer phloem. So in between the xylem and phloem, the part or the ring which is present, that is said to be a cambium. So what it is, the ring which separates xylem and phloem, that is said to be a cambium. It is at this center. So this X represents the xylem and P represents the phloem. The ring which separates the xylem and phloem, they are said to be a cambium. Okay, it is most the characteristic feature of angiospermic plant, right? It's a characteristic features of angiospermic plant. In case of a monocot, the cambium is scatteredly arranged, right? Getting it, Siddesh? So first, see, A and yes, it is absent in gymnosperm. Means A and D option is wrong. As you told that the cambium is absent in the gymnosperm. Means this statement is also wrong. Means option B, it is correct, right? They are having motile sperm. Motile sperm means what? Movable male gametes are present in them. So cycus, the gymnospermic plant, adiantum is pteridophytic plant. in both of them, the cambium and seeds are absent as they are the pteridophytes. In case of pteridophyte seeds and cambium, it is absent. And vessel, it is absent in both the group, cycas and means gymnosperm and gymnosperm and pteridophyte. See, once again, seed and cambium, sorry, seeds and vessel, they are absent in gymnosperm. That's why A and D option is wrong. And cambium is absent in both gymnosperm and pteridophyte. So the correct answer is only the motile sperms. So they are having multiciliated sperms, means male gametes are there, movable male gametes are there. Okay, getting it? All of you getting the answer of this question? Can we move for the next one and the last question of today's session? Okay, now see the last question, which will be asked, which is asked in NEET 2012. So see question number 26. Read the following statement A to E and answer or ask next to them. So see the first statement. In equisetum, the female gametophyte is retained on the parent sporophyte. B. In ginkgo, male gametophyte is not independent. C. The sporophyte in Riccia is more developed than that of Polytrichum. D. Sexual reproduction in volvox is isogamous. E. The spores of slime molds lack cell wall. So how many of the above statements are correct? So your options are 2, 3, 4, and 1. This will be the last question of today's session. Yes. Okay, we'll go one by one. So tell me, equisetum. Equisetum is included in which group? Whether it is gymnosperm, pteridophyte, or angiosperm. Yes, tell me. Okay, it's a pteridophyte plant, pteridophytic plant. Absolutely correct, Shweta. So tell me, is in pteridophytic plant, if gametophyte is depending upon the sporophyte, तुम्हालाही माहिती असलं पाहिजे, in case of a pteridophyte, is a gametophyte is dependent upon the sporophyte. Okay, so is the first statement is correct? In equisetum, the female gametophyte is retained on the parent sporophyte. Is the female gametophyte, means female gametes, they are retained on the parent sporophyte. Yes. Okay, now see. So equisetum. Okay, equisetum. is a pteridophytic plant, where in Equisetum, the sporophytic plant body consisting of root, stem, leaves. If you talk about its gametophyte, the gametophyte is small and inconspicuous, means it's not a special but free living. So mostly they are thalloid or thallard-like structure, that is a prothallus. Okay. So the first statement, this statement is correct. Okay. So this is the one statement which is correct. Okay. According to the Sumaya, the answer is 3. Now second one, in ginkgo, male gametophyte is not independent. So ginkgo is belonging to which group? Ginkgo biloba is belonging to which group? Gymnosperm, pteridophyte, or angiosperm? Yes. Gymnosperm, pteridophyte, or angiosperm? Okay. So in case of a gymnosperm, is gametophyte is dependent upon a sporophyte or it is independent? Okay, dependent. So this statement is wrong. Okay. How this statement is wrong? If they are dependent, so here it is not independent. Not independent means they are dependent. Okay. So B statement it is correct. Now third one. So here you got the two answers which are correct. Now see two options. Now see, the sporophyte in Rixia is more developed than that of Polytrichum. So Rixia and Polytrichums are included in which group? So see, Rixia and Polytrichum both are bryophytic plant. Okay, both are bryophytic plant. Rixia is included in the liverworts and Polytrichum is included in the moss. So which one is more developed, whether the liverworts or the moss? Here you got your answer. Which one is more developed? Rixia means liverwort or moss. So the answer is moss. The moss are more developed than the liverwort. So the correct answer is Polytrichum is more developed than the Rixia. So here the sentence is opposite. So this third statement is wrong. Even see the first two options are there. Out of which the first statement is also wrong. In Equisetum, the female gametophyte is written on the parent sporophyte. They are not depend upon this sporophyte. Okay, they are not depend. So A is wrong, C is wrong. Right. Sexual reproduction in volvox is isogamous. So is it isogamous? So which type of? Right, oogamous. So this D statement is also wrong. Means out of 4, these statements are wrong. It's a oogamous. Now last one, the spores of slime molds lack a cell wall. So is slime molds? Yes, this is also wrong. Slime molds are having a well-developed cell wall. Why they are having a well-developed cell wall? Because during unfavorable climatic condition, unfavorable means when the climatic conditions are not favorable, that time they are producing the fruit bodies or fruiting bodies with the help of walls. So for the survival, for the resistance in that particular environment, for the adverse condition, they are having the wall. So options A, C, D, and E are the wrong statement. What will be your answer? Correct answer? Right, it is option D. Only one statement is correct from D. Okay, so all of you getting the answer of this. In this topic, if any doubt it is there, you may ask. next week we'll discuss the next topic, a new topic which is common for both 11th and 12th, right? Very simple topic it is there, cell cycle and cell division. This topic we are discussing in the next lecture. Kindly read the content, okay, and keep some question as an doubt to ask that questions to me, right? To keep some questions to ask to me, okay? We will we will stop for today's session. If any doubt it is there, you may ask it on the group. Okay, so thank you all of you for joining the session. We'll stop here.